Hi friends, welcome to my channel Front End Tech. Today's topic we are going to cover is grid layout. Let's take a deep dive into this. So what is grid? It enables user to align elements into column and rows as you can see on the screen. So let's start with the basic example by covering most of the grid properties. To get started, you have to define a wrapper class as you can see. Okay, you have to find the wrapper class element and you have to make the display as grid. So set the column and row sizes with grid template columns and grid template rows, and then place its child element into the grid with grid column and grid row. So I would like to create 4 columns and 4 rows here in the grid layout. So let me explain you what is grid template column and grid template rows. So property specifies, that is the column one, the number of columns in the grid layout, and the grid template rows specifies the number of rows in the grid layout. And grid gap, it sets the gap between rows and columns. And here we have set it to 50 pixels. So you can see the first one. So I want it to be in the first column and first row. So I have mentioned grid column 1 and grid row 1. So what does grid 1 means grid row and grid column specifies? So it tells the grid item size and the location in the grid layout. And it can have line based placement or can span over rows and columns. So I'll make you understand that while implementing it. So for this, we want it to be placed in the first column and first row. Okay, now come to the second division. We are placing it in the second column, but it is spanning 2 columns, and it is again placed in the first row and it is spanning the 2 rows. So how we have to tell the grid layout? The same thing. So grid column we have mentioned 2 and grid row we have mentioned 1. Now we have to tell the grid layout that this division has to span over 2 columns. And for the grid row 1, hey, wait, here we didn't mention the span, but still it is working and it is spanning over 2 rows. So here is the another property. This is line-based placement. So here it tells that this should uh, this should expand till the start of the third row. Okay, this is the first row, this is the second row, and this is the third row. So it has already taken the height till the start of the third row. So for make it look good, we have given the different background colors. Now come to the third one. So similarly, we have mentioned the grid column and grid rows and line-based placement background. So similarly for 4 as well. Now let's learn some new properties in the fifth one. So for fifth, we want it to span over the 2 columns, and it should be in the third row itself. So how we have mentioned for the fifth, grid column 2, and it is spanning over 2 columns, and grid row start, we have mentioned 3. So we are mentioning on which row line the item will start. Okay, so grid row start from the start of the third row line. Okay, this is our first row, this is the second row, and this is the third row. So it will start uh, from the start of the third row. So this is another property, grid row start, uh, which defines how many rows an item will span or on which row line the item will start. Now the last, we have used grid column start and grid column end. We can see the grid column started from the first column itself and it is ending till the start of the fifth. Okay, if I'll make it as 4, so you can see it is ending at the start of fourth column. Let me make it 5 to revert it back and to get that layout. Okay, now you can see grid row fourth. It should be in the first, second, third, and the fourth row. And we have given the background color as yellow. So like grid layout, it is very vastly used. It is a very powerful system, okay, which is really worth learning. If you are still wondering why CSS grid, here are the few means benefits which I can tell you. So it makes your CSS cleaner. So, and you can give the gap between the rows and column. So whatever your complicated layout is there, you can handle it very easily. No need for other hacks. Then you can use the ability to use the FR units. So like for grid template columns, I can make repeat 4 times and make it as 1 FR. So equally, if I am increasing the size, you can see how responsive it is. It is automatically setting the width, you can see, without breaking anything. Okay, and similarly, I can mention the individual column width, 100 pixels, the second column 200 pixels, whatever is the given requirement. You can make the size according to that. Similarly, goes for rows, and you can also put the size in percentage. So, I hope this video help you in your future CSS challenges. If you really like this CSS, like the explanation and my video, so please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and do practice grid layout. Thank you, and stay tuned.